Good evening! Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening! It has been a hot second since I last had a stream. Because I managed to lose my microphone, and I realize now that my audio is really loud in my earballs here, so let me just turn down my desktop audio. I remember how to stream. I remember how video games work. There we go, now I'm not being deafened. Cool. Yeah, we are going to hop back on into Elsinore, do some time looping beers, and try and remember how this all works. Yeah, for those who missed the saga, I guess, like, basically, we did the whole end of the world thing with World's Drift, but I streamed from a place that was not my normal home, and then I totally left my microphone elsewhere, and a friend of mine had to get it shipped back to me, and that was not a quick process. But I got it. It's back. It's here. It's my microphone. I have it now. We're gonna continue. Where were we? What was actually happening? Pause. No. Journal. Time doesn't happen while we're in a journal, so cool. We can look through these things. So, we found Laertes. Cool. He leaves in the morning. Hamlet's going mad. Something about a ghost. Last we left off, we met the ghost, I think? Yeah, the spirit here. Some truly horrific acts occurred. King Hamlet spoke to me. He waits on the walls each night at midnight. I've been asked to seek him out. And this is stamped as though it's completed, but I think our current task was literally finding the ghost, right? I don't know, let's, we can have a look at the timeline and see what I actually did last. Gertrude's chambers, they're always locked when time resets, but I now know how to get inside the keys in the shrubbery, outside the Queen's door. If I retrieve that key, I'll be able to enter freely from now on, because we did that once. That means we can always get in there, that's cool. Which means we now can, I guess, get back onto that particular time loop, where we can expose her secrets, her infidelity, and kick off that whole thing. Which, I think results in... What did that result in? That resulted in... people not dying. It results in my dad, which is, say, Ophelia's dad, not getting murdered. Cool. It's not a great way for things to play out. But, like, he can be saved. And also, yeah, time loops, so we can't save him forever. There was a spy. I don't know enough about that yet. We need to send some more people to the guard, Bernardo. Queen Astrid, this seems just... This, I don't know. This feels a lot... This feels a lot like a side quest. This doesn't seem to tie into anything just yet. It just seems like fleshing out the story a bit. But sure. My mother Elise kept an account on Astrid's story. It might exist somewhere. She was sent away to die in a sanitarium by King Hamlet. Maybe we should speak to Ghosty Hamlet about that one. He might have some things to say to us. Peter Coins says I can stop the time loop. Claudius... He killed his own brother. Don't know why. What drives a man to do something like that? Lust for power. Like, you automatically get all his stuff if he dies, right? That's the rules around here. Seems like a flawed situation. Maybe if I got to know the people close to him, I'd find out. Seems like the only person he trusts in the world is Queen Gertrude. Claudius spent his entire life chasing Gertrude, his sole confidant and friend. Now at last he has her. I wonder what would happen if he didn't. Wants to give Hamlet a good hiding. I think we should encourage her to do that. And Lady Brit's in a bad time. That's a side quest if ever I saw one. Hearsay, things we can't talk about to people. A whole bunch of stuff. Let's have a look at my timeline. So where were we at? The last thing that happened was... Oh, versus previous... I don't want the previous loop, I just need this loop. So we are... Start of the day. Cool. Yeah, Hamlet got his ass killed, that's right. So we revealed the truth. That kicked things off. Hamlet, rather than whatever plays out where my dad dies, goes and challenges the king to a duel, gets his ass killed. Ophelia presents I'm in danger to queens. Brit appreciates art. Hamlet dies. And I can't remember what brings about my death in that particular situation. Something happens where I die. Because we reset. Let's just see where things go. It is morning. Morning, Polonius. Sure. Father, I heard the worrying news about a spy in the castle. Oh yeah, who told you? Ah, right, morning court hasn't happened yet. They don't know. I overheard Bernardo discussing it. I certainly find the notion very interesting, but not substantial as of yet. You don't think there's a spy going around after all? Of course not. No, I'm not saying that necessarily, dearest. Everyone's on high alert lately. Suspicions are running high. I find it odd, but not noteworthy, unless some evidence turns up to reinforce this rumor. Regardless, if you see anything concerning, I urge you to speak with the good guard Captain Bernardo about this. He can put your mind at ease. What else you know, Dad? Yes. Yes, my dear? About Hamlet's late-night visit, he wasn't exactly professing his love to me. Apparently, he's distressed because he believes he saw the late king's ghost. A ghost, you say? Oh, well. Clearly the prince is more distraught over his father's death than I realized. Is that... Fascinating. Thank you for being honest with me, my dear. This provides an improved perspective on things. Polonius no longer believes that Hamlet is lovesick. Interesting. I don't know if that will change things. You're going to be murdered. Will that help? Father, I know how this sounds, but please... Yeah, sure, why not? Father, I know how this sounds, but please believe me. Hamlet is going to make an attempt on your life. Hamlet? For what purpose? No. Is it the king's wish? I don't think so. I don't know exactly. I believe Hamlet is the only man you need fear. Does this mean you'll believe me? And you'll stay away from him? Well, you know it makes me ill when you say strange things like this. It's on my mind at the very least. Now please, don't go spreading odd portents of doom to anyone else. So he's believed my warning, at least a little. Perhaps that's enough to keep him alive this time. You should be wary of Hamlet, and he also thinks I'm going crazy. Okay, fine. What else can I tell him? I don't feel like I've talked to him anywhere near enough, so like I want to go through some things. I bet he'd be interested in that one. I know that Queen Gertrude was having an affair with Claudius before King Hamlet's death. Ophelia! What are you thinking? You can't be spreading rumors like that. It's not a rumor. I've tried to tell you before what a delicate situation we're in, dear heart. Please don't do anything to bring shame upon us. Okay, that didn't go well. Someone was after my life and I've experienced things I cannot explain. What makes you say that, dearest, other than the fact that you've been talking crazy talk for the last 10 minutes to me? It's I've a sense I've experienced it before. I know how insane it sounds, but it's true, I promise. Dearest, have you been sleeping well? No, I haven't. That's not the reason for this, Father. Has he been giving you trouble? Listen. A little more than usual, Father. Father, listen, I'm telling the truth. Love, you're worrying me. I assure you it will be fine, but I've got court affairs to attend to, and Laertes is preparing to leave from the docks as we speak. Not to mention, with the king frightened of a potential spy in his court, a rumor like this could be quite dangerous. Polonius now believes that Ophelia Polonius now believes that Ophelia is in danger. Okay, cool. He believes that I believe a thing. Ophelia learns more about to catch a spy. This will be updated in the journal. Oh, okay. Will it now? What does this tell me? Ooh, someone suggested my brother could help, but Laertes leaves early Thursday morning. Ah, okay. Let's unravel some of this spy story. Yes. So Laertes, yeah, he's just hanging around. Yeah, let's just go to him. He's hanging around the docks. I guess the Queen will be hanging out here for her morning chatteroony. It's Horatio. Good morning, Horatio. Are you well this morning?
Of course.
No, of course. Always up for a walk to lift the spirits. You are the only man who will take me for a stroll these days. It's as though half the time my husband is concealed away in his chambers, lost in thought. These walks are a treat. Your beauty is so great that when people see us out, I look handsome just standing next to you. We've been here. We've done this. We've seen it. I need to go to the docks. I need to see my broski. Laertes, don't leave me!
Please.
Laertes, please listen. I believe someone is trying to kill me. I know how insane it sounds, but it's true. Please.
What?
Are you certain? I've never been more sure of anything in my life. How can you know this? You'd never believe the truth, but... Someone has come to my chambers late in the evening and tried the knob. I hear footsteps in the hallway. And a looming presence. Please believe me, Laertes, I tell you the truth. I would doubt you, but I haven't seen that look on your face in years.
I believe you.
I'd better not go to Paris. Not yet, at least. I'll ask the docksman to hold in the bay. Father will be furious, of course. I can't explain it, Laertes, but I swear to you, this is the truth.
Oh, sister.
I know, dear heart. Meet me in the guards' quarters. We both have friends there. Let us discuss the evidence further then. Ooh, okay, we got a new event. Cool. Okay, he now believes I'm in danger. More about Laertes and more about to catch a spy. Cool, 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 cool. My brother will now unravel the potential threats. Cool. Hey, there's a ghost here. Former King of Denmark! It wears King Hamlet's old battle armor, looks like him, and even has a manner of speaking. Not everyone is able to see it. Most strange apparition indeed. Where's my bro? There he is. Laertes will choose to stay in Elsinore if he believes that going to Paris might expose someone he cares about to danger. Cool. And my timeline, when is this occurring? Oh, okay. Soon. 8:45 in the guardhouse. Laertes will form a plan. Cool, alright. Oh, he's literally on his way there now. These two still having their morning chit-chat.
Of course.
It's him, he's the spy. Aldous is the spy, got it. Called it. I don't think these two have anything interesting to say, do they? Do they? Hey guys. Morning. You alright? Hey Hamlet. Are you gonna kill my dad?
Hamlet.
I need to speak with you. Do you bear my father any murderous intent, or any intent to visit your mother's chambers? If so, I implore you to... I find your father an insufferable, intractable, insipid sod, but I bear him no ill will. After all, he was steadfastly faithful to my father all his life, and I'm certain I shall visit my mother soon, though I loathe to look at her all the same. Then if Hamlet didn't kill my father intentionally, it must have been an accident. For I could only get inside the Queen's chambers and witness the awful deed myself. Oh. Oh, I know it takes place inside the Queen's chambers? Oh. When? What time? Time loop 3. Pops didn't die. Okay, so timeline 2. Timeline 2 didn't, I guess, last very long. I can't remember how this played out. It's been a while. I should not have, like, yeah, that was just time ran out on things. Hamlet presses his mother on Claudius's actions, which I'm guessing is Bernardo seeks me out. Yeah, there's a skull. That's when it happened. It's happened very early Saturday morning. If I could be in the Queen's chambers sort of around midnight on Saturday, assuming I haven't averted my father's death at that point, I should really be in... Oh, hi there. Cool. You told me you were afraid. I want you to know that I believe you. I believe you're in danger. But if what you say is true, then you better leave the investigation to me. And why is that? Because if someone does want to cause you harm, they're watching any moves you make already. I don't want you caught up in this any further. So I'm going to turn to someone I trust implicitly. They have a keen insight into everyone's comings and goings within Elsinore, and might be able to help us narrow down a suspect. Someone you trust? And who might that be exactly? Just because you're my sister doesn't mean you know all my secrets, you know? If you won't be honest with me, perhaps I can do some investigation of my own. Laertes meets with a private confidante. Okay. Can I go down to the... I can go into the dungeon? What? We have a dungeon? Whoa. This is where prisoners sleep. Or try to sleep, I'd guess. Someone left a bucket here. It's full of something. Oh, yeah. I certainly regret looking in there. If this is a chamber pot, it has not been cleaned in a long while. Ophelia now believes that that bucket is gross. I love that that is a thing. Brilliant. Just to make sure that we're very, very clear about everyone's opinions on things. Hey, doggo! Bernardo and the rest of the guards have all but adopted this one. You can pet the dog! She seems to like lingering in the guard quarters a little too often, hoping for scraps. Yes! Evangelion! Yo! How's it going? I don't know where to go on this spy story now. If I ain't gonna be involved, Laertes isn't gonna be involved with me. Oh, I know when he's gonna meet. He didn't tell me, but I guess I just sort of instinctively know. Oh. Yeah, given the game away there, I wonder who his private confidant is. Yeah. It's Lady Brit. Cool. He's meeting with Lady Brit at 7 o'clock. I don't know which room that is. If nothing else, at least that is kept secret. Only because I don't know what that symbol is meant to represent. Probably... That might actually be... Is that the Queen's Chambers or something, maybe? Sorry, what is the incident? The incident, Wait, which incidents are you talking about? There are many incidents. This game's all incidents. There is the incident in which my father is killed. There's the incident in which I am killed. There's the incident in which Hamlet is killed. It depends on quite how we do time. The red line. Oh, that's just where we're at now. That's just what time it is. So we've just finished this blue event. So that's literally the one we. Oh no, that's ongoing rather. Sorry. Yeah, we just finished forming the plan. That's right. The blue is ongoing. And this is the only thing right now that we know specifically is upcoming today. So let's go back to yesterday's Thursday. Wait, what? Last loop's Thursday. See what goes down that I've forgotten. Just because it's been a while since I played this now. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern turn up. Gertrude speaks to Irma. That overlaps with Irma. Oh no, oh yeah, I can convince Irma to unlock Gertrude's bedroom, but I don't need that because I already know how to get in there now. Dining at 5 o'clock. Yeah, there's not much interesting happening today, actually. Polonius remembers my mother. Brit appreciates art. Polonius burning papers late at night. Okay. Well, things might play out a little bit differently, just on the basis that my bro ain't gone anywhere. Ooh, actually, there's... Yep. Horatio is in the gallery doing something. Let's see what he's up to. Okay, well, you look after yourself. You don't you go watching streams that are gonna burn you out or something, I guess. You do what you need to. Talk. Hi. Horatio, what are you doing? What are we... I'm here because there's an event. I don't need to talk to you, do I? What's happening, guys? Just a little eavesdropping. It's cool. How's it going? You talking?
My prince.
There we go. Just words.
Fascinating.
Certainly one presumes so, unless you become illiterate, but do tell me words about what? I think I've seen this before. I can't remember what, though. Meaningless drivel. This all thinks old men have wrinkled faces and grey beards. What does he know about anything? He says that they prattle on and on and on, thinking they're wise when really they have no wisdom at all. And weak thighs at that. I find the notion odd, since old men could be as young as I, if only they walked backwards like crabs.
There is a method to this madness.
The boy's insane, or is he simply mocking me? Though this be madness, yet there is method in it. And what did you say?
Farewell.
Nothing, my prince, I should take my leave. Ah, good. There's nothing I'd rather you take, except perhaps my life. Emo. Oh, you're off ski already. Alright, good night then. What are we telling Horatio about? We are going to tell... Ooh. Oh, yeah, the dockhouse. Yeah. Sure.
Horatio.
Hamlet's acting incredibly strangely. I'm worried. You're his best friend. What do you know? Was he ever not a strange fellow? But I suppose that makes sense. He would turn to you of all people for comfort, I'm sure. After, all I can tell you is this. Strange things are afoot in Elsinore.
Ophelia.
Come to think of it, Ophelia, have you ever read the report of the late King Hamlet's death? It's shelved in the gallery. If you were to, peruse it, perhaps you'd better understand what causes Hamlet's ailment. Regardless, if Hamlet is planning something, the next few days will force his hand. Given your history with him, you of all people should know he doesn't keep secrets very well. A death report exists for King Hamlet. Cool. Peculiar Tales, bookshelf. There are a lot of books here, but I see the bit of parchment I'm looking for. Physician's report, King Hamlet. His Highness passed away last night, and my autopsy was performed this morning. The condition of his body is intact, with no visible sign of struggle or trauma. It would seem His Majesty died peacefully. As to the cause of death, the thickening of his blood at first gives the indication of a snake bite. He was slumbering in the garden when discovered, and of course, it being summer, there is nothing suspicious about being bitten by a snake, though it is most regrettable. However, upon closer inspection of the curdled blood, I detected a faint smell unlike any I had ever conceived of, and the bite wound is unlike any snake I have yet seen. Very odd. I'm declaring his death an unfortunate accident under uncommon circumstances. Uncommon circumstances? It's clear that Claudius took great pains to cover up his crime. Such a sad, unfortunate man. Interesting. Do I want peculiar tales? Oh, Brit. Hey, you coming here to snub me some more? Come on, you do some snubbing. Oh, you're not snubbing. Fine. What is it? Something is occurring in the hallway. It has occurred in the hallway. What? Oh no, it's outside. Oh, it's those guys arriving. That's fine. Who's suspicious enough that I should send them to Bernardo? Yeah, let's go. Let's. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually ask them to go to Bernardo. See if they're the spy. I don't trust you, Horatio. Maybe, I don't know. Bernardo would like to meet with you privately. Could you report to him, please? Well, of course. I wonder what he's so keen about. Cool. You going right away? He's going right away. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm just gonna follow you. Yeah. The good poet. Surprising to see you here. Ophelia asked me to speak with you. It was only a matter of time, I suppose. I'm a troublemaker at heart. Well, perhaps a troublemaker knows how to curb others' troublemaking. What do you know of any threats to the state? Me? Why, nothing. Although, come to think of it, from the guard quarters window, I've seen multiple people leaving the castle in the wee hours of the morning. Sometimes they seem to head to town, other times to the docks. Of course, one might reason they'd woken up in the night with a sudden powerful thirst for a mug of wine, but it seems unlikely. More like they're up to something they'd rather not be caught doing. Fascinating. Late at night, you said. I'll have Marcellus investigate further as soon as I'm able to do so. Huh. Okay. Cool. That's sneaky folks be sneaking at night. I don't know what else you'd expect them to be doing, but okay. What is occurring up here? I've heard the performances to start tomorrow night. Indeed, my lord. Why, I'm already hard at work on the script. You mean you haven't written it yet? No. I'm an improvisational artist, you see. My performances adapt to the local conversation at hand. So much more topical that way. You understand, I'm sure. How interesting. I have some ideas, but no stroke of genius quite yet. Let me think on it a while. We'll speak more tomorrow. Of course, my lord. I'll be waiting. Okay. I don't think that's going to actually teach us anything that we didn't already know, but cool. Let's add some events. It is soon time for Laertes' meeting. Cool. Green's plants. Maintains the plants. Oh look, it's a key. Hey, Marcellus. Ooh, can I get in there? That one's locked. And Bernardo can deliver news. Okay, not even my father's permitted entry unless the circumstances are dire. Okay. Hey, Marcellus. Bernardo has summoned you. Sure. Bernardo would like to meet with you privately. Could you report to him, please? Oh, Splud, what have I done now? Must be something worth scolding me for. Cool. Let's go, let's go. We got time for more meetings. Oh, wait, also someone, of course it does. Marcellus running to meet us there, in spite of the fact that there's no way he could possibly know that. Claudius. Bernardo, I know these names. Bernardo, there we go. This is a mere formality, Marcellus. Thank you for coming. What's this all about now? Have you witnessed any strange comings and goings lately? Anyone who might be a threat to the throne? Well, you know, I can't say I have. Horatio asked me about a sudden figure I saw leaving Elsinore and heading to town. But I told him it could be all kinds of people, not to fret. I think he's keeping a vigilant watch, though. That isn't his area of responsibility. I ought to have him removed from the watch rounds. He's tardy enough as it is. But Captain, suppose someone does attempt to track down this mysterious figure. Aren't you concerned what they might find? I'm absurdly busy at the moment, Marcellus. I haven't time to worry about the one-man Italian anti-crime brigade. Okay. Not super helpful. Okay. I need to go. Oh no, this is. Oh, I see. Wait. So Laertes, I need to find my bro Laertes. Where is he hiding on the map? He is hiding on the map. Where's Lady Brit? Ooh, Ooh, interesting. They are... Oh, Brit is here. Yep. Okay. She's gonna be leaving soon. There we go. Wait. Brit, come back. I'm following you. Oh, and Laertes. Yes. Time for your secret meeting with me. Yes.
My lord.
It's not often you invite me to your chambers where anyone might see us. It's even less often than I would entertain such an invitation at all. Just so we're perfectly... How did they not see me come in and hide behind the sofa? Oh my god. It's even less often than I would entertain such an invitation at all. Just so we're perfectly clear.
My lady.
Fickle as your heart is, it is fond of me. This I know.
Laertes.
You fool. Why didn't you go to Paris? Maybe then you would have found a girl you could actually wed. You already know how I feel about that. Besides,
Sister.
my sister believes someone wants to hurt her. Ultimately, that's the real reason I didn't go to Paris. I couldn't, not after seeing her face.
Ophelia?
Ophelia thinks someone wants to hurt her? For what reason? I'm not certain. I know how it sounds, but I believe her. You've always got your ear to the ground when it comes to gossip within the castle. Does anyone harbor ill will towards Ophelia? Anyone who would want to cause her trouble or frighten her? I think you ought to watch Ophelia's back. If you don't watch over her, Claudius might... You think the king might harm her? That's quite an assertion. Think a moment. She broke Hamlet's heart, and he's still smitten with her powerfully. He watches her like a lovesick fool. The king believes it's what's driven him mad. If Hamlet were to do something foolish, such as ask for her hand in marriage, then Claudius couldn't use him to make political allegiances any longer. And he isn't a popular king. He needs all the ties he can make. But, well, look, there's no sense dwelling on all this. Besides, we must celebrate you being here, with me. Ooh la la. And here I thought you weren't the sort to be romantic, or something of the like. If you don't hush, I'm going to turn right around and leave again. Now, as you wish, my lady. Laertes is... Oh my god. And Brit is... Oh my god. I can't even look. I need something to block the sounds out. Hiding behind a sofa while they're... Like, this is really not the time for that, but okay, sure. Wait, what? Huh? Okay. That was a thing. Inconvenient affections. Lady Brit believes Ophelia is in danger, and we updated to catch a spy. We learned more about Laertes and Lady Brit. Perhaps more than we wanted. And I'm going to pop out behind a sofa and talk to them now. That would be something. I don't think they would even react, but that would be something. My brother and Lady Brit are involved romantically and have been for quite some time. They want to keep it secret. I stumbled in on them by mistake. Yep, same again. Brit has no desire to be here at Elsinore. She seems deeply unhappy. Something's weighing heavily upon her. Maybe it's time I got to know her better. Maybe I should. Our leads? Brit seems convinced it's Claudius having me killed because he finds my affection for Hamlet dangerous. But not super plausible because he would, like, just get it done. Right? Still, maybe there's something to find here. Possibly. Inconvenient affections. The king knows of Hamlet's affections to me and may wish to get rid of me as a result. Interesting. Okay. Where's my man? Downstairs, probably. Quince ratio. Come on. It's Marcellus. Bernardo, where's my Bernardo at? Bernardo's on the walls. Can I get to the... How do you even get to the walls? I've never been to the walls. I don't even know how you get there. But he'll protect me. Oh, we go up here. Oh. That makes sense. God damn it, he's just left. fine. Brit's hanging around there. Ooh, there's a conversation with Irma. Yeah, I want to know what's going on with that. What's Irma up to? Yes. I can tell Bernardo stuff later. It's fine. Oh, it's the poker game. All right, prepare yourselves for. Oh, I can't. What the hell voice did I do for Irma? Ooh. All right, prepare yourselves for Irma house rules, peasants. No complaining, no shortchanging.
Of course.
I'll watch the pot, of course. What's to stop you sneaking off with a coin? In fact, I'm a man of my damn. I'm a man of my damn honour. That's what. Is the honour part what makes your fingers so sticky? Enough racket. Do you want Bernardo to hear you shouting and come running? No, I shall deal. Tonight we play Primero. I tire of rough and honours. We play it far too often. How's about a little wine while you play, gents? We're not supposed to. Last time we drank before our shift, I ended up under the table, and Bernardo caught me and made me run 30 laps. I ended up in the bushes. Made me clean all of his clothing by hand, even his undergarments. Enough ninnying about. Let's play. You, drink. A gambling ring. So that's what the guards get up to in the evenings. I doubt Bernardo would approve of this. Dun dun dun. Cool. Hey, buddy. You been next door lately? Ooh. Should I tell him that my father was burning something secrety? Guards are acting. Was that the one? Was that? I thought the guards are acting strangely was tied to the gambling ring, but like I can't tell him about that one. There's not actually anything useful I can tell him here. I can't tell him about the gambling ring. And I can't tell him that it's the king that's going to have me murdered. Possibly. Maybe. Where the heck is... No. Was we... Okay, sure. As much as I hate to get my father in trouble on this, like, this is secrety stuff and we're talking about spies, right?
Captain?
Ophelia. Why am I reading her name out? Why would I do that? I saw my father burning some documents in his room. The king was saying earlier about a spy?
Oh.
Documents? Of what origin? In and of itself, that's not troubling, but I'd like to see him about it regardless. I'll bring him in for questioning immediately. Thank you for your attentiveness, Ophelia. Polonius believes that Bernardo wishes to meet. I presume that they're coming, like, right away. Lady Brit's just doing her art thing. Yo, where'd he go? Bernardo. Yeah, just follow Bernardo. Never mind. Hamlet said it. Oh, Hamlet said I could meet the ghost on the walls at midnight. It's nearly time now. Go to the walls? Oh, yeah. Nuts to that meeting. Screw your meeting. I need to meet the ghost.
Spirit.
Are you here?
Indeed.
I am that body once called King Hamlet. It does look just like Hamlet's father. Do you remember me, my lord? In vague silhouettes and shadows. Memory in death is a struggle. It is faint and infrequent. I recall you were a young girl once, such a rambunctious child. I knew you then. Yes, you did. There's something I need to confirm. You also experience time repeating? I do. In the graveyard, you told me to meet you here, now. But that was a different world. Yes, a world now forever locked behind time's barrier. You came to protect Gertrude. The desire to see her safe is often the only thing powerful enough to rouse me. But in this world, she does not even know of my existence. Would that she and I could speak alone, just once. I have only a single selfish request, but it may be of use to you.
What is it?
What is, my lord? Seek out your father. Watch what he does when he believes he is alone. My notes taken by him, out of love, out of protection. They contain the terrifying details of my ordeal. Details I cannot recall. Things too hazy to fully remember fully. But that ordeal is the reason I still linger, trapped here. Find the notes, and there may be freedom for us both. Now that's what I call a lead. What? You're saying you don't remember any of this? How can that be possible?
I cannot.
There are stronger forces than I at work. Even now I can only hold my form for so long. Everything from before I walked these walls is distant. I need like a voice changer for doing ghosties voices and things, I guess. That seems like a lot of work for me though. Find those pages. They rest in your father's care. Please. Ophelia acquires the king's notes. Lost notes now Ash. Okay. Journal. Da, 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 da. Cool. Leads. Okay. Oh, there we go. Lost notes now Ash. My father believes he must destroy them. The ghost claims he's wrong. I now know for certain that they were written by King Hamlet. That changes things. Cool. And my father has the last records of Hamlet's life before he dies. Cool. Right. I need to get to... What happened to Polonius going to see him? Is Polonius not... What is Polonius doing at this time? Oh, he's in the graveyard. I don't think Bernardo had his conversation with him yet then. Let's go to Bernardo. Wait, do we have a timeline? Oh, Bernardo questions my father at 7 a.m. Okay, cool. Hey, Lady Brit. Finally, some peace and... Brit? Oh, wonderful. It's you. Kind of girl admire art in peace. I wasn't aware you had such a connection to the Royal Gallery. You're not aware of much, really, so that's not surprising. What brings you in here, then? I enjoy the excuse to be in here, away from the noise. Things are so emotional in the court lately. You'd think royalty would be raised better. You mean Hamlet?
Yes.
Don't you hear what he says about you? It's always, Ophelia said this, and Ophelia said that, and get her to a nunnery and the like. You can be so tedious. I often come here simply to escape everyone. You included, obviously. For what little it's worth, I like to hide away sometimes too. Would that we were born men, Ophelia, and had nothing to hide from.
Beautiful.
Look at these beautiful works. Nothing about the artist's will is hidden. He paints beautifully. Every expression exquisite in its uniqueness. The colors are incredible. It's as though he's reaching through the frame to grab you by the hand and say, I cannot be ignored. I've never looked at these paintings that closely before, I suppose. I sit here, a golden idiot, idling at the Queen's side, and I brush her hair and I listen to her chatter, and it's all just useless. If I were born a man, I would paint and fight and run free, and I would go as far as my feet could take me. Anyhow, no sense telling you all that. Be gone, desummon. How do I banish you? Oh, never mind, I'll go. Bye. The more I talk to Brit, the more I like her. I just really like doing that. I really like the Brit voice. I guess I've never like really gone all in on trying to do that kind of character with voice acting for, and Brit just like it. I don't know. Her character just fits that voice perfectly. It's very easy to do. Yo, Laertes. I don't know. You wait. Wait. I overheard that conversation, didn't I? Yeah, that's that one. Should I be telling her? You know how Hamlet feels about me? I'm worried the king may act against me because of that. Yes, Brit has the same worry. If Claudius does intend to act, it won't be by his hand. He'll send someone else, someone he can distance himself from. You need to be careful, Ophelia. Asking questions might only draw more attention to yourself. Please, leave this to me. I will investigate. Okay, fine. Hey, Pops. Messy papers. It's unclear how Father finds anything on her desk this messy. There's a note here. Note from Laertes. Father, as I was preparing for my journey last night, I attempted to find a certain lute of mine, which was the favourite among my collection. It has gone missing from its case. I'm certain Hamlet stole it. If you could somehow arrange its return during my absence, I would be overjoyed. Please don't hesitate to get Bernardo involved. All my love, Laertes. Missing lute. I wonder if I could find it for him. Books. Father fancies himself a scholar, I think. He certainly carries on like one. A locked chest! It's my father's lockbox. He keeps his personal items in there. Nothing but the key can open it, I presume. He's here! Is he going to burn some papers? Another one to ashes.
Father?
What are you doing? What's best for Her Majesty and for Hamlet? With everything that's going on, precautions must be taken. Stop, Father! Ophelia, you couldn't possibly understand what these documents contained. Burning these papers is a blessing to the one who wrote them. Someday I hope you will understand the everlasting dedication I bear to this royal family. This is the depth of it.
No one must know.
If you tell His Majesty about this, it'll be my head. Okay. I didn't get to see where he kept the key then, which was kind of what I was hoping to find whilst I was in here. Well, you are inconvenient. Sure. Father, you know of Hamlet's affections for me. Couldn't this be cause for the king to harm me? Ah. Why do you ask? Did something happen? Do you have reason to believe you might be harmed? I've overheard a conversation implying that the king may want me dead. Laertes heard it too. We both have reason to believe the source may be telling the truth. Suggesting he would harm you feels inordinately strong, love. However, from the moment you and Hamlet began your courtship, I did fear the king might feel threatened by it. We ought to proceed very delicately in situations like these, and of course there's only one way to truly solve this. We must get you out of Elsinore. What? Not now, but soon, once the present moment has calmed somewhat. Often young ladies who are too distracting at court go to Copenhagen to improve their standing in society. Such a thing would benefit you for a while, I think. If Hamlet and Claudius are the ones with the problem, why must I be asked to leave the castle? I've done nothing wrong. It's simply the way things are, my dear. Regardless, I don't believe there's an immediate danger to you. Still, stay far from Hamlet until we can find somewhere to place you in Copenhagen, yes? Okay. What else can I tell you about? Tell me about the things.
Father?
I know you were burning some secretive documents in your room. Can you explain why? Expected never to speak of them again. And now I won't. Those horrid notes are gone forever, and good riddance. Love, please don't tell anyone about what you saw, please. It could mean my head. let's find out about my mother. I can't remember where I got this information from anyway. I got this last time I played the game, and that was a while ago again. So, yeah, tell me about the thing where her stuff is. Father, I want to talk about the way Mother died, and about the dockhouse where her belongings might be. Ah.
I see.
So, someone must have told you. I'm really quite sorry for that. It was the sort of terrible news I'd planned to tell you when you were older. Well, you're older now and you deserve to know. As does Laertes.
How could you?
I would never want you to keep that from me. Even if it hurt to tell me, I deserve to know.
Ophelia.
You're right, and yet the heart works in strange ways, doesn't it? I told myself it was easier to bury it, to never speak of it. As though if I did that it wouldn't be true. What an old fool I am. Some of her things are still in the dockhouse. Won't you help me see them? Ah, Ophelia. That house is still used sometimes to house victims of illness.
You mustn't.
The last thing I need is to lose you. Going in there is incredibly dangerous. Okay. Plague house. Cool. But let me talk to you. There we go. What else can I find out from him? Do you know anything about a loot?
Father.
I found a note from Laertes on your desk about his loot.
Ha!
Ah, yes, that old thing. He's certain the prince has gone and stolen it. But, well, frankly, now that your brother's abandoned his costly trip to Paris, he can sort out these petty squabbles himself. Okay, fine. Has Hamlet? Let's just go to Hamlet's room. Has he stolen it? Hey, Hamlet, you got a loot in here anywhere? Is it in the chest? What are you doing amongst my personal effects? Leave me and my items be. I suppose I would wait until he's gone to rummage around. Yeah, if you're actually talking to me. Yo, what about your loot?
Hamlet.
I found a loot from... I found a loot. No, I didn't find the loot. Not yet. I found a note from my brother accusing you of having stolen his loot. Do you know anything about it?
What?
You would be joking, surely. Yes? Firstly, that loot hasn't been used in years. Why is he looking for it now? And secondly, I never laid a hand on the damn thing. I can't even play. Does Bernardo know about this? I'm confident the loot's with him.
No.
Not yet, no. Well, tell him I want to see him at once. Go on, then. Okay. Not that I got a thing... Not that I actually got a chunk of information to actually pass on there. This has been an eventful night. I have not had any sleep. It's almost morning time. Bernardo is... What is Bernardo up to in the grounds? Hanging out with Quince. Oh no, here he is. Bernardo! Good morning. Let me see. So many things now. Hamlet, stole, thieving, guards, info.
Bernardo.
Yes. I found a note from my brother accusing Hamlet of having stolen his loot. Do you know anything about it? Stolen loot from his room. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I know. I think I know precisely what he means. Have you spoken with Hamlet about this yet?
Yes.
I have. He wants me to meet with you to find it. Excellent. I'll find him anon. Excellent. Cool. That's on the timeline. Is that happening now? Yeah, it is. And then the meeting with Polonius is shortly. Immediately followed by Hamlet meeting Quince. Which is probably not going to be super helpful. But no, follow. Are you meeting here? Yes, you are. Okay.
My lord?
I understand there's the matter of a missing loot from many years ago to attend to. You mean Laertes' loot? Did Ophelia send you after me? Indeed, my lord. I imagine he's holding quite the grudge over it. Oh, can we drop the titles for just a minute, Bernardo? We're talking about a time when we used to dare each other to eat mud. The dog thinks I stole it from him. I didn't, right? You remember, don't you?
Of course.
Of course I do. He lent it to me, though he doesn't remember, of course. Laertes was always quick to blame you. Well, the solution to the matter is simple. If he lent it to you, just give his loot back. Well... Oh my god, you lost it, didn't you?
Yes.
In a manner of speaking, but it's somewhere in the castle, I believe. Oh, he's going to kill me. Not that I'm frightened of Laertes or anything. I'm not, of course. It could only be in a couple of places, truly. My memory is ever so slightly hazy. However, I do seem to recall there was one night we took the loot up on the walls. We were all three together, were we not? And I had it then. I know I did. The walls, of course, the blasted walls. It's got to be up there. Let us meet when we have a moment from our respective duties. Cool. What time is that? Immediately. I guess it just automatically, like, assigns the earliest point in the story where they both aren't actually doing anything. Oh. Irma's there first thing in the morning. I do feel like I have seen it somewhere. Goodness, I don't often take the patrol up here. I forget how cold and damp it is. That damn loot has to be here somewhere. I would have expected it to be here. I don't see it. Neither do I, and besides, even if it were here, it'd be soaked through with seaward mist. Laertes is going to throttle us both. You're stronger than he is. My money's on you. That is decidedly not the point here. What, worried you haven't kept your sparring skills up to date? On guard. Ow! What was that for? Come now, it was merely the flat of the blade. Aren't you going to dodge? To show you the flat of my blade would be unseemly for a man of my role. Coward. Wait. Ow! Stop! Alright, point made, Bernardo. Stop!
My lord.
As you wish, my lord. No, wait, don't grow serious now. I was only joking. We can continue sparring. I think that's quite enough for now, my lord. Were I to injure you, it would draw significant ire. I remember when we used to spar all morning as boys, and I'd come home with bruises. I guess some things have changed. You were much more a prince and much less a boy, for one. Suppose so. Well, in any case, the loot isn't here. If Laertes were here, I'm certain he'd remember. Might it not be in the woods by the pond? I seem to recall us going out there the last time you were home from Wittenberg. Indeed, when it's next convenient, let's meet and search the woods. Okay, this is a whole thing now. They are going to search the woods. Okay, so Bernardo is immediately free, so he's going to go question my father. He was already booked in for that. Hamlet is going to go talk to Quinns, and then as soon as they're both free after that, they can go and search for the loot. So we are going to stick with Bernardo for now. Follow. I don't think Hamlet's conversation with Quinns is going to be terribly interesting, if I'm honest.
My lord.
My good Lord Polonius, a pleasure as always. How can I help, my lad? Is this about the king's troubling suspicions? Indeed, you know as well as I how rattled he's been lately. And as you are the man closest to him, I must ask what you know of any threats to the crown. I'm afraid I know precious little. I'm by His Majesty's side all day. And what of the times when you aren't by His Majesty's side? Huh? I'll be curt, Lord Polonius. We have it on good word that you were spotted discarding documents in private. Was King Claudius ever privy to these documents? And if not, what cause would you have to hide them? Whoops! He was like, don't tell anybody, I might be killed. And then, like, I'd already told from a previous timeline. Whoopsie! I cannot say. My word prevents me.
I see.
You must understand how this appears, my lord. You, the king's most trusted advisor, withholding this during wartime. I am no spy, Bernardo. Then prove it. Tell me what was in those documents. You brought this upon yourself, then. Whatever the king decides. Were I you, I'd prepare to make a statement before his majesty. One which is better than what you just told me. Oh God, what will become of me? Oh no. Okay. A future event in which Bernardo places father under arrest. Woo! This is probably a bad choice, but you know, things gotta get worse before they get better again. Yeah. We might learn something that will be useful in a future timeline when we can save everybody. Sunil, hi. You are... Last time you were here, you said some things which were not great in a foreign language that neither me nor Torcus understood. So I am going to have to just... part of me wants to just, like, leave it be, but... Yeah, no, that is absolutely timeout worthy chat, so yeah, no. Let's have none of that. Those were not words that needed to be in the chat in any language. Let's leave it there. Cool. Right. Polonius won't talk to me, he's very upset. Am I still following him? Yeah, I am still following him. Of course I am, because I need... Unlikely event Polonius... Oh, okay. Polonius won't destroy the documents anymore on Friday. Cool. I mean, I thought he already destroyed most of them last night. You could just get rid of them all in one go, but no, he keeps coming back to doing it in batches. Seems like that's more risky, but okay. Whatever. Could go to the woods. Try and catch the end of that. Yeah, I will actually. If I can get there. Said that event is unlikely. Does that mean it's impossible? What if I go there? Will I be able to find out how to get in there? Oh no. Give me the event. Here, the script. The murder of Gonzago. Fascinating. Yes, I think we can work with this. But won't your dear uncle the king be upset? I certainly hope so. Okay, cool. We know about that. Speak the speech, I pray you, tripping me on the tongue. I will, sir. Okay. Oh my god, the cat's called Oedipus. I never spotted that. Oh my god. That's brilliant. This one's grown large and happy. Irma must have taken a liking to it. Oedipus! It's a great name for a cat. They're gonna come here anyway. Unlikely event Polonius. Part of me wants to hang around near Polonius and see what he does do instead. He might just spend the day moping because he's about to be tried before the king for treason. But I'm gonna go to him anyway. See what he's actually up to. See if he can show me where that friggin' key is hidden. If I can find out where the key is, I can open his... Who are you? Reynaldo. My father's attendant who manages his financial affairs. Poorly, I might add. Polonius ain't talking to me. Where would... If I were a Polonius, where would I be keeping my stuff? Polonius's hearth. Father's hearth. It looks warm and full of documents. I should take a nap in my own room. I bet it's in the globe. It's in the globe, isn't it? Come on. Show me the key. Show me the key. I want to know where you keep that so I can come back and get it later in another timeline and open your thing. Okay, I should probably go and catch up with those guys. Map. They are... Oh, they're over there. Yep. Quick, go! I might have missed a little bit of this. Faster! Need to know what's happening with the loot. Oh, no! Ah! Wait a moment. No, wait, don't go that way! Wait a moment! What's happening? Here, the loot! Look! You found it? And it's entirely dry. A miracle if I've seen one. I'd like to make things right with Laertes. Indeed, since he has remained in Elsinore, I'll return it to him anon. No, allow me. I've been avoiding Laertes far too long. I'll put an end to this constant back and forth between us. Is that wise, my lord? Let me be the judge of that. Cool. Cool. Is that going to be soon? Oh no, that's the play. Oh, unlikely event. What? He won't give it back? Why? What? What's stopping that from happening? Hmm? I don't know what... Oh. I got stuck. I don't know what's... Like, I literally did all the other previous events that led up to that. Why would that suddenly cease to happen? What other prior engagements do they have? We talk to him about that, sure. Hamlet, I believe your uncle may want me dead because of our history together. Dead? I fear he wishes to make a more appropriate match with you. Lady Brit, perhaps. And I'm an obstacle to that. My father's ghost warned me of this. He told me Claudius was a killer. And now you tell me my uncle intends to take your life too? It's almost too much to bear.
I'll kill him.
Not while I live. I'll not allow him to harm you. This only adds conviction to my crime. I shall do the world a favour. I can see only blood ahead of me. For now, let me play the part he expects of me. But soon, Ophelia, he'll be gone. And then he'll trouble you no more. I swear it. For my own sanity, I must find out if my mother knew of this. I have to know she was complicit too. How might we uncover that? Her journal. My mother keeps a diary in her bedroom, detailing her every thought. She writes in it often. I thought she might speak of her guilty mind there if she had one. She's always been fond of you. You can get into her chambers. If she was part of this, I have to know for certain. Help me, please. Yeah, I don't know about that. We did that before. Okay. Hamlet shatters and will not recover. He wants to destroy King Claudius. He no longer believes that he's paralyzed with inaction. Oh, right. Okay, so he wants to do something. He believes that I'm on a mission to find the diary. Don't know about that. A future event in which discussions on a royal betrothal begin. Oh. And Hamlet confronts Claudius about the murder of his father. So that is going to be... Oh, immediately after the play, right? Yeah, I'm not going to go get the diary, I don't think. Because that just winds up with everybody dying. That doesn't go well. Oh, the discussions on the royal betrothal won't happen on Sunday. That's unlikely. Why do they keep adding things to the timeline which are unlikely? Oh, so Bernardo is not going to place father under arrest. Hamlet is not going to give Laertes his loot back. Polonius will not destroy any more documents. All these things that are not happening. This is really weird. There's no reason for them not to happen, I don't think. Wait, can I go just tell the king that Hamlet wants to murder him? Is that a thing I've got? No. Can I just chat to the king? Hey, king. How's it going? Just casually go up to the king. Oh, let's go straight up to him.
My lord.
You know of Hamlet's affections for me? Do you bear me any ill will as a result? No, I care not a whit what Hamlet feels on this front. His feelings don't factor in here.
Now then.
In fact, I'm about to arrange a suitable match for him with Lady Brigitta. That's about that, okay. We've been holding back on the betrothal because of the war effort, but we should move quickly now that we have reached tentative peace. Interesting. How is that not useful information for me? Some of these must be things. I've never really sat and chatted to the king. Never. It's not a sort of character you feel like you can just chat to, but like, he's a pretty open king. Oh yeah, okay. I hear Quince will be performing soon, and Hamlet will be helping run the show. So I've heard. The performance takes place soon, I believe, yes? Maybe it's good the boy is applying himself to something. Okay, he doesn't care.
My king.
Someone is trying to kill me off, and I don't know why.
Ophelia.
I haven't got time for your fanciful daydreams, Ophelia. When you were a child, I entertained them. Now that I'm king, I don't have time to entertain anyone. If you've got a legitimate security concern, please report it to Bernardo. Where is your father? He ought to mind you more closely, or take you to a doctor. That brother of yours ought to watch out for you. I find myself deeply concerned for your well-being indeed, not just for the reasons you propose. Okay, fine. Cool. Everyone thinks I'm great. Let's talk to him about the ghosts, maybe. I don't know. That doesn't end well. Yeah, that does. I don't think. I can't remember which one I revealed to him last time, whether he was like, I know that you murdered your brother, or I know that you had an affair. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have me killed, whichever way that plays out. I don't think that's a good one. I've been talking to a ghost. Oh, that's gonna end well, isn't it? Let's talk about Hamlet's. Yeah, let's give Hamlet a good beating.
My king.
Emma thinks that Hamlet needs a good beating to set him straight. I'm at a loss for what to do with the boy, truly. I ought to show him a thing or two about how my father, his grandfather, tolerated a poor mood. It involved the butt of a blade or the flat of his hand more often than not. Ah, he now believes that Hamlet needs to be disciplined. Okay. And now they're going to confront Hamlet. And whoop his ass. And what else? Yeah, this is okay, because it's like, hey, Hamlet's going crazy.
Your Highness.
Hamlet claimed that he saw the ghost of his late father. Ghosts now! I know the boy is still upset about my brother's unfortunate death, but if he's saying things like that... Where did you get this information? I overheard it from the prince himself. Bernardo and Horatio have also seen it. I'd have to have a word with them, I think. Thank you for coming to me, Ophelia. Your father will be proud. Okay. The king attempts to stop supernatural rumors. We are making all the things happen, and I bet most of them are cancelled, right? They're not going to confront Hamlet. This is supposed to be dining o'clock right now. He's not going to try to stop supernatural. What's the point of all these? Why are we just creating new events that can't happen? I don't know what I've done that would deter all of these things. I've put too many things in motion in one loop, I think. I should like go to the king and set all these things going at the start of day one and just let things play out and learn what I can. Maybe that's the way to approach it. Just like Pick a character, focus on just arming them with as much relevant information as you can, and just seeing what that sets in motion to learn what you can. Irma! Hey. Ooh, Irma could be the spy. Ooh, can we just, like, blab about this? Did you know the Queen was having an affair? Ask her about a spy. Can ask her what she's seen. Yeah, cool.
Irma.
Bernardo would like to meet you privately. Could you report to him, please? Oh, this is very sudden. Are you certain, my lady? It is your request, of course. Yes. That's one that can come on the timeline. Straight after dinner. Cool. And I reckon you would have some insight into... I don't know, actually. Someone's going to kill me! Someone is trying to kill us all off. Or kill all of us off. His name is Death and he comes for us all in time. I lived through plague. Don't tell me about death, girl. We must outrun it all. We must outrun it all our short lives. Oh, I'm being earnest. I'm afraid for my life. Can you help me?
I'm sorry.
Oh, apologies, Fraulein. Oh, well, have you spoken to Guard Captain Bernardo? No woman can be afraid with a man twice her size at her side. Okay, lunch is happening. Or dinner, whatever. Let's talk to Lady Brit. I haven't talked to Lady Brit recently. Oh, yeah, let's talk to her about that, actually. Brit, do you believe King Claudius truly wants me dead because of my prior relationship with Hamlet? Maybe, maybe not. Why? Is there something ominous happening in your personal life? Something's got you looking over your shoulder? If so, do tell. No. She don't care. Dinner is served. My food looks like it was pushed around by a pig's snout. It is insulting.
Hamlet.
Oh, Hamlet. How can you be like that? No manners at all. What an imp. What was that, Laertes? Nothing, my lord. The stew tonight is excellent.
Quickly.
The quality is not in its appearance, but its taste, my lord. Well, Mother's dinner has certainly been well plated. Only mine looks like it's been stirred up. Here, if it truly bothers you so, I'm more than happy to switch. Fine. See? Delicious. You treat me as if I'm a child. In the scheme of things, you are. I detest you utterly. You know that, don't you? It's a strange thing about motherhood, darling. You may despise me more than anything in the world, but I will love you ever still. No amount of anger or rejected dinners can take that love from me. So it would seem. Okay, yep. Really don't care about the play. We are going to follow Bernardo. He can do whatever he wants. We've seen that play before. It's very poorly written. Hamlet is not a playwright. What is the meaning of calling me here? I have a kitchen to run and only these 2 arms to feed a castle.
Now then.
I'll be swift. I know you're a busy woman. Ophelia recommended I speak with you. I understand there's reason to believe you may have exhibited, or witnessed, suspicious behavior as of late. What? What have you to say on this subject? Is this about that spy rumor? I'm an innocent. I am good. I never leave the castle. Yes, that's it. I haven't left Elsinore in weeks. What of any letters you might be passing? Notes of a sort. Do my men have your willing permission to search your room for such letters? Search away. I cannot read or write. Do I look like a learned woman to you? Ah, interesting. So you have no means of communication. Think upon it, Bernardo. Who wishes to see the king and my lady brought to their knees? Who hates them more than anything? Who crows his displeasure with them day and night as far and as wide as he possibly can? You're implying Hamlet is the spy. Of course. That boy is dangerous and unpredictable. It's him you ought to interrogate. That's all for now, Irma. You may go. Waste of my day and my words. Interesting, okay. What is going on the map? Oh, what are those two up to? I want to know what those two are doing. I don't think they'll have anything actually particularly exciting to say, but I want to know. Oh, we look like idiots. How many do we need to gather again? 10 dozen. I can't remember what voices I gave for them. They're such weirdly odd minor characters, I suppose. 10 dozen. We didn't bring anything to carry them in, so I'll have to use my skirts.
Gilda.
Stop eating them. Oh, but we've been working all day, and I'm hungry. Oh, she was like, I gave her like a Cockney accent, didn't I? Kind of, we've been working all day, and I'm hungry. You're unbelievable. Not duo. Rosencrantz Guild and Son complete their mission, but I don't know what it actually was. I think it involved frogs, I guess? Or something? Actually, no, because she was eating them. Was she eating frogs? Maybe. Let's report our findings. What did you find? What did you know? What was it? What have I stumbled across? The king seeks salvation. Interesting. Quince puts on the play. King seeks salvation. Hamlet confronts Claudius. Their mission is crack of dawn. Interesting. Okay. I suppose we should probably find out what's going on and go... Yeah, let's go see what he's going on. It might be too late for this because it's a bit of a waste to trek. I don't know how to do this. Are you even listening, Lord? I'm listening.
Oh, my fence is rank. It smells to heaven.
Even if you cannot forgive me, I cannot bear this alone. Not anymore.
I killed him.
The oldest crime, and the worst. The castle believes it to be a snakebite which froze his blood as he slept in the garden. But I poured that poison into his ear myself. I remember the feel of it in my hands. I don't deserve anything of his. Not this crown, not my wife, none of it. I know it. I know I was wrong. But in that moment, it felt... You know my heart, don't you, Lord? I could see no other way out. I need salvation, yet I am beyond salvation. All those who murder must go to hell, so your divine hand has written. Is it even possible to save my soul?
No.
How can it be? Is it really true?
Murderer.
So you murdered my... Wait, hang on. We just got Hamlet... Hamlet just stood watching this whole thing? Now you die for it. Okay. Save me from myself. Surely you didn't forget me when you made me, Lord? If I kill him while praying, he's a lunatic. He confessed to murdering my father. I should kill him. But if I do it now while he's praying, he'll go to heaven. I can't do it. I should go. I should, but I'm absolutely not going to. Hey, Brett. Sneaky sneak!
Uncle.
Thank you for agreeing to meet me.
Of course.
Of course, of course. What's this about, Hamlet? I have just one question to ask. Of course, anything.
Murderer.
I know you killed him. I have proof. A trusted witness. All I want to know is, why?
What?
Killed who? I don't know what you mean.
Liar.
Don't play me for a fool. I know you took my father's life. I know with certainty. I have no intentions of telling anyone else, but I wanted to hear the truth from you. I knew this day might come, but I didn't know when. Perhaps in my heart I've been quietly praying for you to know the truth.
Mercy.
Have mercy, Hamlet. I killed him, but I live with the weight of her regrets so deep I cannot touch the bottom. I have punished myself enough for my crime. I know it was wrong to have done it. I know it now with everything in my soul. If you have only a shred of mercy within your heart, cling to that and let it fill you. It would bear you a rich reward. We could rule together. You could be prince not only in name, but in act and deed. The country would love you for it. Can you imagine? With my expertise on the throne now, I'd be able to tutor you, preparing you for the day when you would become king yourself.
I swear it.
Yes, that's how I could make this right, I think. Restore you to where you ought to be, where my brother would have wanted you.
So,
You're saying
it's
you
true.
really did kill him? I see. I find your offer intriguing. I think that would ease Father Spirit, knowing I was preparing to take his place. Yes, let me contemplate the offer. You truly mean it? Oh, my boy, my poor nephew. I cannot apologize enough.
Yes.
I need a night's time to think it over, and to pray. We'll speak further after that. Of course, anything you desire, anything at all. First, I want you to do one thing. I've witnessed my father's spirit, uncle. I spoke to it. You see father's portrait there on the wall? Of course. It's strange, I've not seen it in the gallery in months. He looked so cruel there. My brother was a stern man, but the cruelty he earned from our own father. What would you say to him? I'd say... Why, there's so much to say. How much I miss...
Bastard.
I don't give a damn. You and your apologies can burn in hell. I loved my father with all my heart, as did his country, and you took him from all of us. No peace offering of power can bring him back from the dead or save your soul. At last, he is justly served. Well now. Oh. Bye. Didn't see me. I'm very sneaky. Ooh, something is going on in... Oh, come on, Marcellus. Nobody like that. So, there is an event in Queen Gertrude's chambers, which I totes need to know about right now. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to be able to get in because Marcellus is there, right? Oof. There's a lot of folks standing around. No one really doing much. Yeah. Let's go visit the Queen at midnight. Oh, everybody's heading up here. It's all kicking off. Locked. What you doing here, my lady? I don't know how you got yourself a key, but the Queen's chambers are private. Evidently you must attempt this when he's gone. Oh, come on, Marcellus. Yo, Bernardo summoned you. Oh. Damn it, I should have actually saved that for now, just to get him to go away. Hamlet's still shattered. Marcellus, do one. No, look, it's all kicking off in there. Have I got to come back in another time loop to find out what happens here? It's locked. Yeah. Ah, someone stop him! Oh, Polonius is... Well, should I be following him? What do we know about the events? Okay, so the king is unlikely to stop supernatural rumors because he's dead. King Claudius and the queen are unlikely to confront Hamlet because the king is dead. Polonius will not destroy documents because he's very upset right now. Hamlet will not give Laertes his loot back. He has far more pressing concerns right now. And Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are going to finish whatever the heck they were up to at 6 AM. I don't think I'm going to get to learn any more about this. He's unusually upset. I don't think he'd listen to anything I could say right now. He's gonna go burn more documents. Fine. I'm going to get at least a little bit of sleep because I haven't had any sleep for 2 days. Cool. 6 AM, which means Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are up to something. Also, Irma's doing something. Oh, whatever they're doing is in the kitchen. Okay. That's the Herald's horn. Something's happened. I mean, yeah? Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for disturbing you. There have been some troubling circumstances. The castle is in a state of emergency until my men are able to investigate thoroughly. The king has passed. As a result, no festivals or celebrations will be observed for some days. His loss is keenly felt by us all, I'm certain. His Majesty and the Prince, well, needless to say, it was a tragic accident. We shall all mourn him deeply. This is horrible. I cannot believe it. He's really dead. His Majesty? And the Queen's death was... The Queen's death? I missed that bit. That was what was going on in the chambers. Jeez. Okay. That might also be why Polonius was running away very upset. And the Queen's death was truly entirely unexpected. She appears to have suddenly lost her life during a confrontation with... She just dropped down dead while talking to Hamlet. Just complete accident. Like, couldn't possibly have been avoided. Like, just the sheer shock of talking to her own son caused her to die. He appears to have suddenly lost her life during a confrontation with the prince. Truly? How awful. Some of you know that Hamlet has also departed us far too soon. His body was found alongside his mother's. Our best guess is that he became hostile, and with no one else around, she was forced to defend herself. If I had stayed... Hamlet was a lifelong friend of mine. I will miss him from the deepest part of my heart. Hamlet! This feels unreal. With both the king and the prince having passed, we are left without a clear direction to proceed. I'm afraid the throne will remain vacant until the nobles can reconvene. I apologize everyone for the disturbance, but sudden death like this always warrants a heightened awareness. I encourage all of you to report anything troubling you see to me at once, and remain within the castle if possible. Irma is upset until tomorrow. She'll get over that pretty well. Horatio has he's just gone. Right, so you guys still doing your thing? Yeah, you are. You don't care. Your reign of tyranny has come to an end, Irma. We've done everything on your list. Such helpful lasses. I see you arranged everything I asked for. We'll have a stew of champions this eve. Now be gone. You're both horrid at cards and even worse at paying your gambling debts. But as of this moment, we are settled, are we not? Ha! You've added a single coin to the pile, but I intend to shake you for the rest at some later date. Ugh. From one friend to another, I recommend you never deal in at my table again.
Never!
We never will. She's a cheat anyhow. What is that? Nothing. We'll be going now. Oh, okay. That's what that was about. There's events on upstairs. Horatio is doing something. Shattering, I believe, he was currently in the middle of. Oh, it's gone? It's finished? It's done? Oh, never mind then. He's done shattering. I guess I don't need to worry about that. Bernardo delivers news. They did their thing. This is interesting, like... discussions on a royal betrothal. Yeah. Like, we're only halfway through the timeline of the game, and... like, the 3 most important people in the story are all dead. And Horatio is broken beyond repair. I don't know where this is gonna go now, actually. I'm just gonna hang around until I see something on the map flashing, I think. Wait, can I go up here? Can I see what's going on in Gertrude's chambers these days? Hey. Cool. I guess... ooh, more peculiar tales. There's a lot of those. I guess there's some stuff to read if you're really so inclined. Yeah, yep, cool, yep. Cool, well, we know that now. Wait, can I get in there now? Okay, fine. I thought with him being dead, they might have, like, left it unlocked. No such luck. Everyone's having a day of mourning or something, I suppose. Nobody's doing much today. There's not much to happen. All the major players are dead. Have I told Lady Britt to go to Bernardo about the spy thing yet? Have we told Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to go about spying? Oh, no, okay. Cool, no. There we go, this is it. I'm dead. Lady Ophelia. Stay your hand a moment, I need to talk to you. Who are you? Why are you doing this? What do you want?
I'm sorry. For whatever little it's worth, you are innocent of this matter. Denmark must fall. It must fall, and you are the lamb whose blood must be spilled.
How does my death play into Denmark's fall? I am no one to you.
To me, you are nothing, but you are an important person to important people, and that makes you useful. They'll never know about this, of course. They'll think you drowned in the end, the louts.
I failed to stop it again. Ugh. Okay.
Again?
Killed? Alright, let's think about this a moment. I know I'll be killed 3 days from now. That gives me time to stop it. I know there are people in the castle who can protect me. I just have to find them. At the same time, this assassin, if I can't survive their attack, then what's the point of anything anymore? There must be someone who can help me root out this assassin's identity.
Go again.
His death! I see it with my own eyes, and the traitor is your own blood, yes, yes. What? How did you... Hamlet, leave me be, I have things to do. I'm just really sick of it now. Oh, for God's sake, stop hiding in my room, go away. Right. Don't think I missed Hamlet leaving your room just now, Ophelia.
You mustn't.
Only last night.
No.
Hamlet accosted me, but I drove him out. Everything's alright, Father. I must share this with the king, unless you have some further explanation to offer. Yeah, I'm not really too bothered about you, Polonius, right now. Actually, maybe I am. The guard at the gate to town seems troubled. What might be wrong?
Bernardo.
What have your men been getting up to lately, Bernardo? Lately, nothing at all, of course. We had some incidents with gambling a few weeks ago. I know they do it, but I've banned them from doing it within the castle. It's sinful behavior. It leads to a lack of discipline, and I won't stand for it in the guard quarters. And you're certain they aren't doing it any longer? I've seen Irma heading into the guards' quarters. Those idiots. I'll handle this with swift and merciless justice. Hey, cool.
Bernardo.
I've heard the news about a spy. What do you know? Oh, you heard that already? Did Voltamen tell you?
Well,
Despite how worrying it may sound, I feel certain the danger to you is very little, my lady. I don't care about that. I want information. What can you tell me? It is an ongoing investigation. At the moment, it is up to myself and my men to get to the bottom of it. I've been asking all with suspicious information to report it to me. That is, if you think someone knows something about all this. Tell them I've requested a meeting with them.
well.
I'll interrogate them further. Politely, of course. And I'm in danger.
Listen.
Someone is trying to threaten my life. Who? I don't know, but they are. How do you know? I don't have proof, but let's say I had an unnerving experience which made me doubt my safety. I could add more patrols to the night's watch if you're worried, but Ophelia, you're a noble woman of the court and relatively unthreatening. Who would want you dead?
Please.
Because haven't we known each other long enough for you to believe me? If you sense someone's acting strangely, ask them to meet with me. I'll speak with them further and identify whether or not they're a danger to you. It need not take the form of some solemn meeting. I'll keep it to a lightweight chat of sorts. My eternal thanks, Bernardo. That's all I wanted. Ophelia is in danger. Okay, cool. Who do we want to actually send? Did I ever send Hamlet? Ooh, okay. Pause. What threads do I want to pull at here? The spy is obviously pretty top of the list. I won't get much past Saturday if I don't find out what's going on with the spy. That's kind of the biggest hurdle. There's more to the game, but you cannot get to it until you can figure out how to get rid of the spy. I could pull at that loot story. I'd like to have a story in which it doesn't all like fall apart. I could distract Hamlet from the murderous cluster F by, like, I guess something in here, isn't there? Yeah, down here, I could rekindle flame if I wanted. I can get back together with him, I guess, which might, like, turn him off the murder stuff. At which point that lets me play out be more inclined to go down the loot storyline. Which buys me some time to also get on with investigating people. We'll see what he's doing first thing on the morning. Oh, I can also poke through his chest as well, can't I? Are you well?
Of course not.
Of course I'm not well. How could I be? You were there. You saw everything. Perhaps you ought to lie down a while. Or have a drink. You know, I have a bottle of brandy from the year you were born. Probably turned to shit by now, though.
Marcellus.
Leave me, Marcellus. Your kindness is wasted. Lord, will you not even come to this morning's court? I don't think I can face him. Not after what I heard last night. If you don't come, won't he be displeased? I knew your father well. He always kept a strong face in times like these. And so should you. Come, my lord, I'll accompany you. So be it. Alrighty, let's go poking. There are some notes inside the chest. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ophelia will not even look at me. My love for her means nothing now. And in the great hall they rejoice my uncle's crowning. My father's proud form but a distant memory. If my uncle does not allow me to return to Wittenberg soon, I will well and truly perish. That thing was not my father. It can't be. My father lies buried. But if it wasn't my father, what devil or evil spirit was it? Am I truly losing my mind? Was it real? Can I be certain it wasn't just a horrid dream? No, the others saw it too, even if they won't speak to me of it. My uncle can't be trusted. Devils disregarded, there's yet something evil in him. I found the literature which Bernardo mentioned, tucked away in the gallery downstairs. It only confirms my suspicions. And yet, something in me keeps me from acting on it. What has stolen my courage? So Hamlet suspected his father was murdered even before he knew. Curtains? Hamlet's gone and blocked out all the light. How juvenile. Alright. Fine. I should go visit Laertes, because I need to stop him leaving, right? Because he's actually helping me with the spy thing. Where is it? I'm in danger! Is Grey One's things that I've, like, or he... There's probably grey ones that he just doesn't care about, and then there seems to be, like, I don't know, is it just me, or there's, like, some greyish ones and some white ones? Or am I just seeing things? Oh, so I'm in danger. I know that much.
Please.
Laertes, please listen. I believe someone's trying to kill me. I know how insane it sounds, but it's true. Please. Are you certain? I've never been more sure of anything in my life. How can you know this? Ah, you'd never believe the truth, but someone has come to my chambers late in the evening and tried the knob. I hear footsteps in the hallway and a looming presence. Please believe me, Laertes. I tell you the truth. I would doubt you, but I haven't seen that look on your face in years.
I believe you.
I'd better not go to Paris. Not yet, at least. I'll ask the docksman to hold in the bay. Father will be furious, of course. I can't explain it, Laertes, but I swear to you, this is the truth.
Oh, sister.
I know, dear heart. Meet me in the guards' quarters. We both have friends there. Let us discuss the evidence further then. Cool. Plan happening. Oh, wait, I can just sail out to sea? Now the boat's there, I can just go? That way lies eastwards, out into the Sound. Denmark controls the waterway here. All passing ships must stop and pay their tolls to us. The Royal Fleet of Denmark is anchored close by. This harbour is rather shallow, as long boats come ashore to ferry passengers to and fro. Oh. I can't actually go out to sea. Which is disappointing. I dared to hope that might be a thing.
Ophelia.
You told me you were afraid. I want you to know that I believe you. I believe you're in danger. But if what you say is true, then you best leave the investigations to me. And why is that? Because if someone does want to cause you harm, they're watching any moves you make already. And they don't want you caught up in this further. So I'm going to turn to someone I trust implicitly. They have a keen insight into everyone's comings and goings within Elsinore, and they might be able to help us narrow down a suspect. A contact? You mean Britt? How did you know? You have so many wonderful things, Laertes. Subtle is not one of them. True enough. Yes, Britt's got a knack for understanding the undercurrents in Elsinore, so to speak. This has played out differently to last time. I'll meet with her and understand what I must do from there. Maybe they won't get it on in front of me, because, like, I won't need to hide from them next time they have a meeting. Yeah, I want to turn them into, the guards. Let's arrange some meetings. Bernardo summoned you. Bernardo would like to meet with you privately. Could you report to him, please? Tell him I didn't steal it. I was only borrowing it indefinitely. Steal what? Oh, so this isn't about any of the things I pilfered? Guilty, you've only been in Elsinore for a little while. How many things did you borrow indefinitely? I so hate doing sums in my head. Let's not worry about the precise numbers here. Regardless, I shall meet with Bernardo whenever I can pencil a good guard captain into my busy schedule. Okay, they're gonna meet. Bernardo would like to meet with you privately. Could you report to him, please? Oh goodness, whatever have I done now? Yes, of course, I'll find him when I'm able. Cool, they're gonna go do... Yep, they're all on their way. Are they all gonna go at once? What's all this now? You summoned, good captain? Are we in trouble? If so, I didn't do it. As of yet, I've no reason to suspect you, although now that I have you here, I might as well ask. What do you know of any attempts to spy on the residents of this castle? Well, nothing in particular. We only came here to eat. Shh. And to watch over Hamlet, of course. Watch over Hamlet? The king has asked us to keep an eye on Hamlet's comings and going. He's concerned about his nephew's health. That does make a good deal of sense. You feel you've been successful in your efforts? We haven't even met him yet. We'd hardly arrived, and whoosh! Ophelia appeared out of nowhere and sent us to talk to you. You may go. Apologies for the distraction. Interesting that plays out differently depending on when you talk to them. Interesting. No concern, Bernardo. We'll take our leave of you. Stay out of trouble, ladies. No promises. They definitely won't. Let's talk to you about a loot. You know a thing about a loot, right?
Bernardo.
I found a note from my brother accusing Hamlet of having stolen his loot. Do you know anything about it? A stolen loot? From his room? Oh, I see. Yes, I think I know precisely what he means. Have you spoken with Hamlet about this yet? I haven't, no. You ought to. For once his hands are clean of this. You mean Laertes was right? Certainly, but I may have been the culprit. Tell Hamlet to meet me. I'll discuss it with him then. Yeah, I got a lot of things to set in motion here. I didn't realize quite how much I got to do. Where is Hamlet's? Doing nothing of use, like usual. Right, Hamlet, you ain't doing anything right now. You need to talk to a man about a loot.
Hamlet.
A note from my brother accusing him of having stolen his loot. Do you know anything about it? Oh, you gotta be joking, surely. Yes? Firstly, that loot hasn't been used in years. Why is he looking for it now? Secondly, I never laid a hand on the damn thing. I can't even play. Does Bernardo know about this? I'm confident loot's with him. I spoke to Bernardo. He asked me to speak to you in turn so the two of you could meet. I'll find him and get to the bottom of this. Yeah, side quest. Before we do... You wanna get on?
Hamlet.
I want to speak to you about us. Perhaps it's not too late to make amends. You wish to speak with me? Truly?
Let's go.
Then let's find somewhere away from prying eyes. The riverbank, perhaps. You always were rather fond of those kinds of places, weren't you? Yay! Cool. Okay. So, firstly... okay. Yeah, they've got to meet first. That's going to play out. Hamlet and I are going to meet... I mean, I guess Laertes talking to Brit doesn't really help me now. The conversation might potentially be different if they don't get their Mac on at the end of it, but, like, I don't think it'll change much, really, practically speaking. We can go and chat by the riverbank. Then Bernardo and Hamlet are going to start talking about the loot. Then Bernardo is going to catch the castle guards, which should be entertaining in its own right. Till then, I got a few hours. Ratio, my buddy. You... What do you know about Brit? Yeah, let's talk about, yeah, Brit. Go for Brit, sure. You and Brit often spend your days in the gallery. Have you spoken to her closely?
Certainly.
Yeah, certainly. Do you know what ails her? It is a malady of the soul. Lady Brit and I are kindred spirits in that way, you know. Did you know she's an artist? Quite a good one at that. But she's been disallowed from painting. Artists who aren't doing work waste all their time being poisonously jealous of those who are. It's a shame about all her oils. I wonder if she'll ever get them back. Oils? You mean oil paints? Yes, when she came here I understand her father confiscated them all. She wasn't to use them within Elsinore. I had no idea. Couldn't she have made more?
Of course.
New tools are made easily enough, but Brit is not one to ask for help. If you're looking to lend Madame Artiste a hand, I can be of service. I've got the pigments to make colours, but I'll need bases for the oils, some canvas materials, and some charcoal. Luckily all highly procurable. I'll need some eggs, charcoal for sketching, and some linen cloth for canvas. Linen. I've got a number of undergarments made of the stuff. Let me know when you've found everything, and I'll assist with the finer details. Gonna make her canvas out of me undercrackers. Yeah. Amazing. Artist kits. Okay, that's a whole side quest. Jeez. I guess this is a side quest loop, huh? I ain't got much going on right now. That's Guildenstern and what their name's going on out there. Hey, Reynaldo. My dresser. My dresser where some of my simpler garments are kept. I'm partial to this gown, though. This is a perfect source of linen. Horatio can use this to make canvas. I'll use one of my older garments. Okay. I also need eggs? Where the heck do I get eggs from? Oh, probably from the kitchen, actually. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Various herbs, ingredients, salted meat, all of them as raw materials. Ah, there's some eggs here. Don't even think about borrowing from my food stores. I promise you, you won't like the consequences. Maybe later. Yeah, thought that would be the case. When do you leave, Irma? I guess you're gonna be serving dinner soon, ish. Something's going on with Quince. Is there a castle dinner section, or is that or is that tomorrow? So, Melancholy of Lady Brit. Charcoal, 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 charcoal. I mean, equally, the kitchen also has a stove. Emma's hearth used to cook and bake every meal. Rarely seems to sputter out entirely. Emma's always working. This is a perfect source of charcoal. Better collect some to give Horatio. Okay, cool. We're getting both from here. Irma, do one! You're gonna have to go gambling soon, right? Anyway. Wait, oh, hang on. I know what I can do. Bernardo would like to meet with you privately. Could you report to him, please? This is very sudden. Are you certain, my lady? If it's your request, of course. She's not going immediately. But not... Oh, right. Irma's going to leave during the Laertes mission, which is not useful. Let's play her as a girl. Now with all these heavy skirts, better steer clear. Hey, she's gone. Go, 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 go. Food. Herbs, ingredients, blah, blah, blah. There's eggs. Yoink. Now I have everything Horatio needed. Just to find a time when he and Britt are both free.
Now then,
As good a time as any to bring these supplies to Horatio.
Horatio.
I've collected what you asked for. Can you make the supplies you said you would? Ah, of course. Give me just a moment. What are you two idiots doing? I have a permanent reservation on loitering here. Alone. Actually, Britt, we brought you a gift. I know you weren't able to find painting supplies here, so I created some with Horatio's help. Now you can paint and draw again. What? Why would you...
No way.
No, I don't believe you. You're lying to me. You must want something.
Leave me.
I assure you it's no trick. I don't want anything. Just to be on friendly terms.
Spare me.
I'm no fool. She still doesn't trust me. I wonder if there's something more I can do. Perhaps someone close to her knows. Okay. Hello. I already spoke. Oh, Laertes is very close to her, actually. That would be someone to talk to. Where's he loitering these days? In the Great Hall for lunch, sure. Dinner, whatever meal it is. Gotta be time for things to start happening soon, right? Royal family's dining. Laertes going to be leaving to talk to Britt soon. Kind of not too bothered about what's going down. I'm still in the middle of the table. This is brilliant. Oh, I think I'm actually stuck in the scene. Help me! I'm trapped in a turkey. Laertes! Oh, you're not busy. Brockenhus. That's the one.
Laertes.
You know Lady Britt better than most. Do you know what's got her in such a strange mood? What's wrong with Britt? Did she say something to you? Not exactly, but something's amiss. I can tell. Oh. I must go to her. Okay. Well, you were about to meet anyway, right? Cool. Oh, I'm free to move. Cool. Wait, so which event is he going to her for? Private confidant. Castle guards up no good. Bernardo and Hamlet are talking about loot. Bernardo questions Irma. Not too fussed about that. I just wanted her out of there. Hamlet and I meet to discuss our past. Yeah, so I just need to follow Hamlet at this point. Yep, Hamlet, go. Go, go, go! Why stop follow? Keep going, keep going. I hoped you'd come. I wasn't sure I would. And yet, here I am. What was it you wanted to discuss? I wanted to apologize. First, I think. For coming upon you in your room, speaking nonsense. I was beside myself. I didn't know where I was going. I was stumbling through a castle, and it was dark. It had nothing to do with you. Or with us. I was just lost. I forgive you. You do? Of course. But now I must admit I find the notion of rekindling our courtship a rather strange one. After all, I've returned the letters you sent me, and rebuffed your advances at every turn. Yes, I know you've despised me from afar all summer. I wanted to respect that boundary. Yet in a moment of desperation, you came running to find me. It had nothing to do with you, or us, or with us. Like I said, I was beside myself. I'll say. I swear, what is it about your power to cut me so? I can say nothing intelligent or curt in my own defense even, and just let you tear right into me. Does how I feel matter so little to you? And when did you consider my feelings? You've been nothing but inconsiderate since we broke off our courtship. I haven't properly apologized for how I treated you. Allow me to say this, I am sorry. Deeply and truly, I was wrong. And if there's even the faintest chance, you told me you loved me once. So I did. But no longer? If your heart has truly changed, I'll go and I'll never trouble you again with my affections, nor stumble blindly into your room at dawn. You have only to say the word. Does it matter? I am powerless to choose to love you, even if I could. What does that mean? You know well. The forces at work in Elsinore are far stronger than whatever I might desire. Your uncle looks at me as what I am, an obstacle to you becoming betrothed to someone else. Haven't you noticed? I never had any intention of allowing my uncle to run my life. Listen, I am prince of this country, and someday, God willing, I will be king. What could you desire that would be beyond my power to control? I see. It is because you are prince that you cannot possibly understand. You and I are bound by different privileges. That's the truth of this castle. And what if it weren't? No, you've been right to stay away from me. The more I think on it, the heavier my heart becomes. I feel I know there's a world where you and I can be free. I believe in that world with all my soul. But first I need to strengthen myself for vengeance against my uncle. And until that comes to pass, I can think of little else. Just, I beg you, know that my belief in that future is the thing driving me to this vengeance. Once my dark work is complete, I'm going to return for you. I'm going to show you that things can be different. You'll see. I see, while his uncle's crime stands unanswered, he's focused solely on revenge. I wonder what the outcome would be if circumstances were different. Okay, fair enough. Bit of backstory there. Princess Ambition, there we go. Okay, so we've actually opened a new lead on that one. You can rest or become king. There are ways I could assist him were I so inclined. Okay. So, in order to make that work, I have to actually, like, help him assassinate his father in the secrets. Polonius. We have seen that one before, I think. I don't think I need to go join him for that. Oh, that's... yeah, that is literally occurring imminently.
My lord?
I understand there's the matter of missing loot from many years ago to attend to. You mean Laertes' loot? Did Ophelia send you after me? Indeed, my lord. I imagine he's holding quite the grudge over it. Can we drop the titles for just a minute, Bernardo? We're talking about a time when we used to dare each other to eat mud. The dog thinks I stole it from him. I didn't write. You remember, don't you?
Of course.
Of course I do. He lent it to me. Though he doesn't remember, of course. Laertes was always quick to blame you. Well, the solution to that is simple. If he lent it to you, just give his loot back. Well... oh my god. You've lost it, didn't you?
Yes.
In a manner of speaking. But it's somewhere in the castle, I believe. Oh, he's going to kill me. Not that I'm frightened of Laertes or anything. I'm not, of course. It could only be in a couple of places, truly. My memory is ever so slightly hazy. However, I seem to recall there was one night we took the loot up on the walls. We were all three together, were we not? And I had it then. I know I did. The walls, of course, the blasted walls. It's got to be up there. Let us meet when we have a moment from our respective duties. Which will be after the castle guards are dealt with. Which is going to be... 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and deal with the castle guards. 'Cause, yeah, I think we're any moment. Are you that busy? Alright, prepare yourselves for Irma. House rules, peasants. No complaining, no shortchanging. I'll watch the pot, of course. And what's to stop you sneaking off with a coin? In fact, I'm a man of my damn honour, that's what. It's the honour part what makes your fingers so sticky. Enough racket, do what you want. Do you want Bernardo to hear you shouting and come running? No, I shall deal. Don't we play Primero? I tire of rough and honours, we play it far too often. How about a little wine while you play, gents? We're not supposed to... The last time we drank on the table, Bernardo caught me having run 30 laps. We had all this before. I really wanted Bernardo to barge in on this one, honestly. And I ended up in the bushes and he made me clean all his clothing by hand, even his undergarments. Enough ninnying about. Let's play. You, drink. There's a lot of voices in this that are ruining me tonight. And not least of which... I've seen quite enough. Ophelia! How long's she been hiding in? I mean, I'm a lady! We weren't doing no harm. My silence has a price, you know. She's ruthless. What did I tell you, Marcellus? Just like her mother. Aye! Terrifying. Oh, lady, if you keep this quiet, I swear I'll go against your father's orders. I'll let you into Castletown. Just meet me at the gates. Any time, my lady. I promise it. Oh, just please don't tell Bernardo. I can't run laps again like the last time. My legs won't last another mile like that. I'll meet an early grave if I too must run laps again. That bastard. Fascinating. Enjoy the rest of your card game then. Cygnus, I'll see you at the castle gates.
Marcellus.
Ophelia told me you'd be here, but I didn't believe it.
God, Captain. Well, thanks. You just... All the leverage I'd just gotten over them. I didn't actually expect him to turn up this time. I've kind of blown two different lines of avenue on this one at once. If you have time to gamble, surely you have time to train harder. Need I remind you all we're at war? Laps. Now. Put the cards down and get running. Yes, sir. You can't make me run. I'm not under your command.
Really?
You've been arranging games like this for months. I know where all your earnings are kept. If you'd like me not to confiscate those, I suggest you spend less time mired in vice like a 2-copper tavern wench, and more time serving your ladyship. Now go. You're a tyrant. Damn it, Bernardo! Ugh. Honestly, I'm too lax on them. Where did I go wrong, Ophelia? Was it the drills? Was I too hard on them? Are they acting out in spite? I gave them everything. They just don't appreciate me. Some fresh air and exercise never hurt anyone. I'm sure they'll forgive you. Well, that's that. Note to self, don't tell him about that. We could have leverage. I'm not too fussed about Brit's midnight musings on the subject of art. Oh, they're on the walls. Yeah, I need to get up there then, don't I? Go! Go, go, go. Autopilot. Yeah! The ghost is here at the same time. Goodness, I don't often take patrol up here. I forget I forget how cold and damp it is. That damn loot has to be here somewhere. I would have expected you to be here. I don't see it. Neither do I, and besides, even if it were here, it'd be soaked through with seaward mist. Laertes gonna throttle us both. You're stronger than he is, my money's on you. That is decidedly not the point here. What, worried you haven't kept your sparring skills up to date? On guard. Ow, what was that for? Come now, it was merely the flat of the blade. Aren't you going to dodge? To show you the flat of my blade would be unseemly for a man in my role. Coward. Wait. Ow, stop. Alright, point Maid Bernardo, stop.
My lord.
As you wish, my lord. No, wait, don't go serious now. I was only joking. We can continue sparring. I think that's quite enough for now, my lord. Were I to injure you, it would draw significant ire. I remember when we used to spar all morning as boys and I'd come home with bruises. I guess some things have changed. You were much more a prince and much less a boy, for one. I suppose so. Well, in any case, the loot isn't here. If Laertes were here, I'm certain he'd remember. Might not be in the woods by the pond. I seem to recall us going out there the last time you were home from Wittenberg. Indeed, when it's next convenient, let's meet and search the woods. Which is probably immediately. But we're going to get a ghost bit first. Ooh. Things are almost peaceful here at the start of it all. You and I are the only ones who know. You and I are the only ones who know about what's coming for them. The rest of them, they'll never believe me, will they?
It is impossible, yes. It is the rules of the larger game.
This is a game to you?
I did not give it that name, but it is a game all the same. And you, the one forecasted to lose. Now then, what news do you bring?
Not much. Okay, cool. What news do you have? Quince. You're probably interested in Quince. What do you know of Peter Quince, the playmaster?
Him. The details are indescribably hazy. It is hard to remember. But I recall he was kind to me, kinder than I deserved, considering I was not able to help him.
Help him with what exactly?
It was a pressing request of his, something I could not find. My memories drift away like fog. Retrieve my final writings from your father. Perhaps then we can make sense of this nothingness.
What else? Do you know anything about Queen Astrid?
Spirit.
Your mother, Queen Astrid. What more can you tell me?
She passed when Claudius and I were both children. Evidently, she died of childbirth with my brother. One more life he's ruined in this world, I expect. It matters not. My father loved her, at least in front of the court, and I remember her very little. Come to think of it, your father and your mother were both ardently devoted to her.
I wonder. Part of me wonders if it like sorts it by like relevance. Is the top ones the most important ones? I found out what you did to my mother.
Your mother?
Yes, when the plague came. Don't you remember?
Death is a wall. Very little permeates it.
Ah, well then. Allow me to refresh your memory. You sent my mother, the only woman who looked after your mother in her final moments, the wife of your chief advisor, to her death. When she was sick, you could have kept her in the castle. You could have had your servants bathe her with cool cloths, or cool cloths, rather, and bring her water when she vomited, and at night a fire if she shivered. Isn't that what all sufferers deserve? Compassion? She might have survived then. She might have made it. But you didn't do that. Instead, because she was not herself nobility, you ordered that she be sent to a sanitarium far from her family. And she died in pain, alone, far away from anyone she loved.
Liar.
You're lying. You do remember, don't you?
I am ashamed, but I cannot hide the truth. All I can do is offer my deepest apologies. My decision was clearly an error. Polonius and I never spoke of it at the time, but...
Your apology means nothing, now that both you and she are dead. And it wouldn't help anything. It was a long, long time ago.
I would understand if you no longer spoke to me.
No.
Oh, I need you, and you need me. You can make it up to me by helping me survive this. Help me keep the people I love alive. That's how you can make this right.
Ophelia.
In that case, I am at your service.
And I mean, like, how much do you remember about this?
I know.
I noticed your brother murdered you by pouring poison in your ear.
Then you know only one small piece of it. I have suffered far more than anyone. Even you can understand. Perhaps 1 year, 1 century from now, then you may come to comprehend.
We need to discuss something now. Do we need to discuss that?
Spirit.
You say my father has your personal journals. If so, where are they?
There are gaps in my knowledge between my death and my awakening.
I cannot.
I know not now where they live now, only that he has certainly taken them from where they once lay.
Useful. What about the visions? You have some insights there. Do you know anything about the strange vision I've been having? The one where all the castle dies?
You should know by now. Those are events that were meant to come to pass. That is the tragic fate which is written before you. For mine own self, it was my poisoning. To think you can find a future where that does not happen is futile. Give up the sooner and you will drift into endless sleep.
What else? The two of us are outside the flow of all time, right?
Yes.
In a way, it is peaceful. All suffering is, in one way or another, caused by death, or the fear of it. Now that fear is removed forever, replaced by an equally deep boredom. Even still, this boredom is refreshing at the moment, though I anticipate it, too, will grow old. And when it does, well, to divest oneself of the fear of death, one need only give in to it. How does one divest oneself of eternal boredom?
I suppose you'd start acting strangely, doing all sorts of things to pass the time.
A most frightening prospect.
And last but not least,
Listen.
we need to discuss something. Hamlet killed my father in cold blood, and he's going to do it again.
I warned him to stay his hand, but he listened not. Grow used to the sting of loss, Ophelia. You will see it yet many hundreds of times before you are free.
That's all they got. Okay, fine. I need my Hamlet man. Okay, oh, they're not going to go find the thing. They are going to... Oh, they're going to search for that tomorrow. Okay. Polonius Burning Docks. I guess I can go, like, confront him on that one. And then it's kind of the end of the day, and that's probably not a bad place to save and wrap things up. Last event of the day, let's see it. Brit's still up and about.
Father, what are you doing?
Father.
What are you doing?
What's best for Her Majesty and for Hamlet? With everything that's going on, precautions must be taken.
Stop!
Ophelia, you couldn't possibly understand what these documents contained. Burning these papers is a blessing to the one who wrote them. Someday I hope you will understand the everlasting dedication I bear to this royal family. This is the depth of it.
No one must know.
If you tell His Majesty about this, it'll be my head.
Father, how do you find anything on a desk this messy?
Messy? What on earth do you mean? It's organized precisely the way I like it.
I don't think there's anything to actually see here. It's really annoying. Father's hearth. It looks warm. Nothing but the key can open it, I presume. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Without specifically knowing that he burned the documents, I can be like, hey, can I see those?
Father.
I know that you have in your possession the journals of King Hamlet. Can I see them?
What?
I have the what? How could you know?
Please.
Never mind that. I need to see them, Father. Please, it's urgent.
They're stored and locked in my personal chest, Ophelia. I find it eerie that you would know of such a thing. They've been destroyed. The ashes are still warm, in fact. I saw to it last night that such documents can cause no harm. The things they discuss, they could tarnish the reputation of the king forever. Brand him a lunatic. I can't have that. Not with the court in such a delicate state.
So I'm too late. He's gone and burned them. If you burn them Thursday evening, perhaps there's a way I can stop him. I've missed my chance to salvage those notes in this world. Okay. Fine. Better rest my head. Good morning, world. And that is probably a pretty good time to save and quit. Oh, it just quits the entire game. Oh well, I thought it would go back to the title screen. It does not. I guess I'll leave that there then. That's really weird there isn't just a go back to title screen button. But fine. Cool. Yeah, thank you for joining me and for watching this evening. This is a pretty interesting game. I for sure want to see where this goes. As is always the way, the games that I find interesting do not always necessarily seem to correlate with what the YouTubes find interesting, so... And I know I said this last time. Nobody really gave me much feedback on it, but it did do quite well in terms of, like, actual people watching the VOD after it went up, which is always something that's quite nice to find. Even if no one's like, yeah, I love this, do more of this, like... When actually a few hundred people watch a VOD, I'm like, oh, okay, alright, that's the thing people actually want to see. I will see how well the VOD does on this, the second episode, which came out 2 weeks after the fact. And maybe interest is probably all gone. This may be a game for me to finish by myself, if there is no interest in it. I have no issues with doing that. And we can move on to something new. And you can go and join my channel Discord, the Button Mash Discord, which is linked in the description below. And shout at me in there about things that you want to see. That's what it's there for. Giving feedbacks, or comments, or the Twitters, or the, there's a bunch of ways on the internet that you can shout advice at me. Let's call it advice. Let's pretend it's advice. Recommend games. Do that. Tell me what you want to see on the channel, and I will maybe make it happen if it sounds like a thing I want to make on the channel. But it is late now, and I should be bidding you adieu for tonight. So thank you once again, and I'll see you. I guess I can stream with Tulkas for the first time in a couple of weeks on Thursday. Yeah. I will stream probably with Tulkas, assuming Tulkas is available now. I will be available on Thursday. If Tulkas is available, I will stream with Tulkas. Do I have a second job? The implication being that this is my first job? No, this is a hobby, if anything, for me. This is like... Mate, I've got 3,000 subscribers. This isn't a job. This is just a thing I do for funsies. I have a first job and an only job, and I do YouTubes as a thing to entertain myself and the internet on an evening. If this were making me any significant sums of money beyond my channel, the channel members that are there on the screen. Thank you, Weirter and Tolkus, my channel members. Beyond the occasional bit of money on that, like if it was earning anything more, maybe this would be my second job, and I'd be happy with that. But okay, I'm fairly open about what I do. Actually, I'm a distiller. I make gin for a living, which is actually a really cool job. Yeah, best bit of advice I ever picked up in my life was take the thing you love the most in life and make it your hobby. Take the thing you love second most in life and make it your job. And I love video games, and I stream video games on the internet for my hobby. And I love interesting and delicious concoctions and, just drinks. Drink gin, whiskey, rum, those sort of things. I love those. Probably slightly less than video games, but they're still up there, and making those is my job. So I'm pretty happy with where I am with things right now. I definitely wouldn't say no to more income from the YouTubes, but the problem with having what you love most as your job is that there is a very real tendency for people who do that to have all the joy sucked out of it. If the thing you love most becomes the thing that you have to do all the time, it can suck the joy out of it, and then you end up actually not loving it as much. You'll find you kind of sometimes people in really creative things like, oh yeah, I love, I don't know, painting, and there's like, oh yeah, no, I need to paint all the time just to like pay the bills, and I'm sick of it. My mum is quite she is self-employed basically. She does quite creative, crafty stuff and sells them. But I can tell some evenings when she's just like basically just making endless. She does sort of glassware kind of things, but just endlessly just churning out pieces after pieces after pieces after pieces, just so she's got things to sell at market. And she's like, I don't think the joy in making it is quite there anymore. It's like when she started out, it's like, this is great. I get to make things and sell them, and people enjoy them, and it's fantastic. And then, a couple of years down the line, it's like, I got a market going on this weekend. I need to make another 30 pieces before Saturday so that I can have something to sell. It's just like, the passion has been sucked out of it by turning it into a job, right? So you got to be careful with that, and you got to balance it well. I don't deny that most people who do YouTube for a living absolutely do seem to adore it and make a good living out of it. And heck, if I could be there in my life, that could be great. I also I see what goes into the big channels. The people who are really successful at YouTube, like, it's very easy to say, oh, they just sit and play video games on the internet. Nah. When you actually like know how much work does go into those channels, which, from doing it, I can see that you can peer behind the curtain a bit. And I've talked about that at great length on a few occasions. You can see, I can look at those people who do put in, 16 hours a day grinding out the video content, and it's like, I kind of don't want to do that. I'm happy with streaming things that I enjoy, and if people watch them, cool. But I don't want to be spending all hours of the day finding the next hottest thing just to try and go a little bit more viral than last time, and also then taking stream VODs and then hacking them apart in hours and hours and hours of video editing to turn them into shareable viral videos. And it's like, that just sounds like that's turning video games into a chore. You have somehow managed to ruin the passion for it. Like, as soon as you tell me, oh, you got to do all that, I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want this to be my first job anymore. That sounds sucky. I'll stick to distilling. Distilling's delicious and fun. No. Do I think that everyone is gifted at something? I think everybody has a passion for something. I think very few people are naturally gifted at things. When people say, "Oh, you're naturally good at something," I think that's often quite insulting to people, because people are very rarely naturally good at things. It's something that they've spent a lot of time and effort getting good at. If you go to an artist and say, "Oh, you just have a natural talent for painting. You're just so good. I can't believe you're so naturally good at painting." They've spent thousands of hours practicing their craft to get to where they did. They're not naturally good. They weren't born good at painting. They worked at that. And to say that, to turn around and say, "Oh, you're naturally good at it," is almost insulting to them. It's like, it's just say, "Oh, you didn't have to work for that. You didn't put any work in at all. It was just easy for you. I wish I was." It's like, no, it's you just didn't put the effort in by comparison to how much effort they put in. God, I wish I had the time and patience to put in that kind of work to get good at art. There's so many artists I've got so much respect for. I'm like, I really wish I could do that. I can't be asked to get good at painting. I really can't. I just don't have that passion in me. I'm completely jealous of people who do, but I can't do that myself. I don't want to sit and spend thousands of hours of my life becoming an artist. But, I mean, yeah, I think everybody definitely has a passion for something, and you find what you're passionate at and you pursue it, and you become not gifted, but good at it, right? I don't think you become gifted at something, I think you become good at something. And passion is cool. Passion is what makes the world go round. You gotta find it and you gotta chase it. And you know what? You don't always find that immediately. It's taken me till about 30 to find drinks. The drinks industry is something that I'm like super into. Like the whole video thing, yeah, God knows I put thousands and thousands of hours into it and I'm not good at it by any real stretch. And I thought I could get a job in the games industry at one point and it just didn't work out. And I've had a lot of crap jobs. It's taken a while. It's taken me quite a while in my life compared to some people to find a point where I'm like, oh, dang, here's a thing that I really love and I'm actually pretty good at, that I can, carve out a niche in my life that this is for me. It takes a while sometimes, but you're good. If you choose a job that's good for its money, but you don't like the job itself, that's on you. A lot of people do. I can't for a second imagine banking is a particularly satisfying job. But you know what? Ain't gonna lie, those people are rich as heck. If money can buy you happiness, go for it. If you genuinely think that money can make up for everything else in your life that's missing because you've filled your life with 40 to 60 to 80 hours of well-paid crap, is it good in the long run? Oh, God, no. No, well, I mean, to each their own. But for me, would I want to be rich but spend 60 to 80 hours a week? Well, let's be honest, a lot of people earning a lot of money probably do work stupid amounts of overtime, doing something that I kind of really don't want to be doing. Well, congratulations, you wasted your life. We don't get that long on this planet, all things considered. If you want to spend, and we do spend a lot of our lives working, let's not pretend we don't, yeah, you want to be doing something that you're happy with. Otherwise, and I know a lot of people, a gratuitous quantity of people on this planet do jobs they don't like and don't get paid much money. And it's all we can do individually to try and better our stations and lift others up wherever possible as well, I suppose. Is it good in the long run? No. Nobody ever on their deathbed turned around and said, I wish I'd worked more. Okay, it is past midnight. I'm going to have to make this the last question that I'm going to field. Thank you for being here and doing this cool little mini Q&A thing, and I hope you'll stick around. Have I played Counter-Strike? Yes, Counter-Strike Source was the very first game I ever bought on Steam. Like 10 years ago or more. I didn't actually play it that much. I bought it because a friend of mine talked me into playing it. I didn't really get into it. And I got roped at some point by a friend of mine that worked at Game. I met them through working at Game. I worked in a game shop years ago as well. Also not a good job, by the way. That's a bit crap. A lot of things sound good, they just aren't. Game. Yeah, they had like a CSGO tournament at some point. They're like, oh yeah, some people I know are running a CSGO tournament and I want to try and make a team. So she just roped all the people she could find, like, I guess that worked at Game, so she knew they were like, hey, I know these gamers. She's just like, hey, do you want to play this CSGO tournament? I was like, I've never played CSGO in my life. I was like, that doesn't matter. Like, okay, then fine. If you genuinely want a person who's never played CSGO on your team representing you in a CSGO tournament, then fine. It was quite fun as a tournament, but, like, honest to God. Yeah, I should not have been on an actual team playing an actual competitive thing. I'll definitely say that much. Oh, well. They gave, like, I think I got a key ring or something out of it that's probably lurking somewhere in a box somewhere in my life. And also they gave everyone, like, I guess they were sponsored the tournament. They gave everyone like a CD for an antivirus software. And it's like, thanks for participating. Have a keyring and antivirus software. It's like, I guess these are your sponsors? I suppose. I guess that was that. In that vein of things, I just got way more into TF2. I think that's like probably like my second or third most played game on Steam, TF2. I played a lot of that once upon a time. Good game. I haven't played it in a long time, mostly just very occasionally read the comic books for that one now. The ones that... Do Valve still make the comics for TF2? Do they still support TF2? You never hear about TF2 these days. Dunno. Honest to God, I just haven't really played much in the way of shooters in a very long time either. Shooters are not really my thing. Stupid, artsy, Shakespeare, time-looping nonsense for me these days. Which is kind of the way I like it. Anyway, yep, defo going to go now. Thank you once again. Feel free to... I don't feel like I've seen your name around. Are you new here? Join the Discord, hang around, watch more streams. That would be appreciated. Yeah, I'll be streaming not tomorrow night. I'm at a board gaming night tomorrow night. I will be streaming Thursday night, same time as usual, 9 p.m. GMT, or as close to that as I can muster. And I'll see you then. Good night.